Hey, you guys, it's Dr. Letitia Wright. Welcome to the Facebook Live. I tried to get it done on desktop and just was not working. So here I am on my tiny phone. And hopefully you guys can see this. So thank you so much, replay viewers. If you're watching this after the broadcast, thank you so much. I want to introduce to you, I'm going to get my notes. I want to introduce to you Pamela Stone. Hey, Robin, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring to you guys Pamela Stone, and we're going to talk about clearing your clutter, clearing your mind clutter, so that you can have the success that you want to have. Okay, clearing your mind clutter so you can have success. So let me tell you about Pamela Stone. She is called the declutter expert, but it's about mental and spiritual declutter. Hello, Robin. Good to see you. I'm glad, Robin, you have such a good sense of humor when I'm kidding you online, because I'm always teasing you. Let me tell you about Pamela. Pamela helps women who are going through a life change experience. Okay? She helps women who are going through a life change experience to focus on their vision and to reach their goals. So I'm going to, give me some thumbs up if you can hear me. If this is a good broadcast, give me some thumbs up. So I'm going to go ahead and invite her in. If I can figure out how to do that. There. And welcome, Pamela Stone, to my Facebook Live. How are you?
I am great. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So here's the deal. Thank you for being on. And I really appreciate you kind of coming in to break it up and share exactly what is happening and what's going on in our minds. So first of all, you say you help women who are in a life changing experience. What do you consider a life changing experience?
That's a good question. Well, a life-changing experience is one where a woman may be going through a divorce. Let's be honest, when they're going through a divorce, it's very emotional and traumatic. And they have to do some changing. They have to get their lives changed and get it right so it can adjust to the new life change event. So I help them with that, as well as women who are wants to leave the corporate world and want to be an entrepreneur, as myself. And they don't know how to go about doing it, or they need a tribe, or they need that cheerleader to help them get them over the hump. And lastly, there's a woman that's looking at our broadcast right now and just don't know where to start, and they just need someone to get them headed down the direction. So that is a life-changing event.
Very good, very good. So you guys know what a life-changing event is. And thank you, Robin Neal, and everybody else who shared. Take a moment to click that little guy in the head and share this out, because you've got some friends that need this kind of information, that are really kind of figure that out. So you've heard who she's talking to. If you know some people like that, you can share it and you can tag them. So share it and tag them. That will help them. It'll help me. I really appreciate that. When you guys do that, go ahead and share it out. And we're going to have a little bit of a Q&A. So be sure to stay in. If you're in my mainstream, you can go ahead and send me your questions so that when we get towards the end of this interview, we can ask Pamela the questions that we have. So we talked about that. And you talk about, Pamela, and give me some thumbs up too. If you guys can hear well, you're on the broadcast, you can hear it, this is good. Give me some thumbs up. You can tap thumbs up on this. Hi, Brent. Thank you for coming in. Brent Harding is here from the E3 Power Up. That's an event that's happening in September in the Boston area. So, ladies, if you haven't been to a conference or don't have anything going on in the month of September, educate yourself for exponential growth with Brent Harding. So, Brent, go ahead and put your link in there so that people can find you. So, give me some thumbs up and we'll keep it going. All right, Brent says, hello, ladies. Okay, so you talk about really so that they can focus on their vision. What do you consider a vision?
A vision is actually whatever a woman wants to do. Women want to go out and do them, be them. I've came across a lot of women that are struggling inside. They don't know how to be them. And they're like, I want to be just like you. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be out. I understand the struggles. I understand the fight, but how do I get there? And so what I do is I work with them we come up with a plan. And we just come up with, I sit down, we talk about it first. And it has to be something realistic. Come on, how many times have you heard people in their dream and then they're talking so far-fetched, you're like, let me reel you in. And so we sit down and we just do a really deep declutter discovery call, and I help reel them in, and then we just talk about how to get to their vision. And everyone's always talking about, well, my vision, it'll take 10 years. We all know that, but I make it smaller, because let's be honest, a big, huge vision, what's the likelihood of it to be completed? So I break it down to where we can do it in small baby chunks. So once you get the rewards of the baby chunks, you keep building and building and building.
Absolutely. We all have goals, but we do need those steps. Do need to take the steps one at a time to get there. Brent put in the link. That is the link to her conference. If you guys are interested in finding out more about the E3 Power Up Conference, go ahead and look at the comments and look under Brent Harding for that. Yeah, I think that when it comes to our goals, we do need to have baby steps. We do need to have a methodology on how we're going to do this. And sometimes we need someone else. I mean, we have this goal, I want to make $100,000 a year, but we have no pathway to actually get there. And so when you're working with experts like Pamela, they're not there to throw water on your dream or be a dream killer. She's there to really say, okay, this is how you're really going to get there. And if there's a gap, a bridge has to be built, and it takes time to build a bridge, and it takes time to make that level of success. So if you just tuned in, we're talking with Pamela Stone about decluttering your mind for success. I made the title really short because I've been having tech problems, and it's like fifth time starting this broadcast. So let's talk about connection. The connection between decluttering and really being focused on your vision, mental decluttering and focusing on your vision.
Absolutely. Well, let's be honest. The declutter, our minds are so bogged down with so much going on, and you don't have any, you can't see. And actually the title of one of my speeches I talk about is called Debunk the Junk to Get to Your Vision. And everyone's like, why? And I go, because there's so much clouding your space. There's so much mental space that you can't even really see how you get to your vision. And I help you move the junk out of the way and help you get to understand how your vision is. Now, everything's, let's be honest, we always have people thinking I can get to my vision in a year or two, but it takes time. It takes time, and it takes patience. But that's the purpose of it, is to declutter, to remove the junk out of your mind and get focused on your vision. And that's all it is.
Absolutely. Get the junk out of your mind and focus on your vision. I'm sorry, I'm making some adjustments here. Just got a little notification that the battery was low. So I'm like, okay, we wanted to cut out the middle of this great interview. Brent says that this is a great topic. So we don't want to disappoint. So tell us about some of the people that you work with.
Absolutely. So I did have one of my recent clients. I worked with her. It's been a while ago. She came to me with a vision. She even we were doing a vision board. Love doing vision boards. I tell everybody I love doing them. I totally do it differently. She brought a vision board with magazines this high. Let me hold it up here. This high, 3 piles. We had no guidance. So we had to take a step back on how to get to her vision. So it normally takes only maybe 2 sessions. It took us 4. But what we did was, first, I really honed in on what is her true goal and what is she going to accomplish within 90 days. Something easy. And we started piecing it together, putting the puzzle pieces together, and then come to her portrait of where she was landing to. So after that, I always follow up with my clients and see how are they doing on their vision boards. Actually, that's part of my program, and it's also to help hold them accountable for for what we said what we're going to do. Because I don't want anyone's time to be wasted. I always want your time with me, as if with anybody, I want it to be worth your while. So always make sure that it's that they are on track. And did she get off of track? Yes, she did. And I had to veer back on track, and we just met again. And so right now she's very successful. The young lady, actually, she was doing health and wellness, and she came to me with no income, monthly income now coming to $3,000 to $4,000 a month. That's keeping her focused. So that was one of my success stories on how I worked with someone with getting to their vision.
Okay, very good, very good. And thank you, Brent Harding, for sharing. Thank you, Q Morgan Hill, for the like. I see you. I appreciate that you're watching and you're hanging out with us. Now, Pamela, you have a Facebook group, so people can actually kind of hang out with you and get a little more one-on-one. Tell us about the Facebook group.
Yes, actually, the Facebook group is called Declutter Your Life. When you pop in there, actually, I even have a lot of free giveaways. One of the free giveaways is a Wheel of Life, and everyone's like, a Wheel of Life. A Wheel of Life will allow you to see how you can balance your life out, to remove some of the clutter and get focused on, get clear on where your goals are going, where you want to go to. But it's out there on Facebook under Declutter Your Life, and it's Declutter Your Life Community.
Got it. Declutter Your Life Community. So it's on Facebook. You guys can go in there. You can meet up with her. You can ask questions. You can join a community of like-minded people who are still trying to do the same things that you're doing. Thank you for the hearts, whoever gave me that heart. Give me some more of those hearts and thumbs up so I know that you're hearing and you're listening. So we've been talking about decluttering your mind for success. If you have questions, now I can only see the questions in my main feed, so go ahead and put them in there. I have a couple of people who sent me questions ahead of time, Pamela. Is it okay if we ask those now?
Absolutely.
Okay, so one person said, I am a procrastinator. Why do I procrastinate, number one? And how can you help me? I'm asking for a friend.
I understand. Let's be honest, though. We all procrastinate one time or another. It's just how do you get back on track, and get back on the road, because procrastinating does lead you to being distracted. And so one reason why you get your procrastinator is because your to-do list or your list is so huge. It's just, and you get frustrated and you get sidetracked and you keep saying, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is next week. Next week is next month. Next month is next year. And then guess what? Your list is just out of control. And then you don't know where to start at. And then two, the other one is you may not feel that it's important. That, you know, your items that you're to do or what you have your list is not important to you. So to make that important to you, you have to start thinking about, okay, do I really need it? How necessary is it to be part of my life? And if it isn't, then you take it off the table. So then you ask me how you cannot be a procrastinator, or how I always say the procrastinator ego. When it creeps up on you, all you do is just take 2 steps back, breathe in, and you start recognizing. One of the things that I always suggest to my clients is we do brain dumping. I love, love, love to do brain dumping with my clients. It is the most, everyone's like, it's tedious. No, it's where I can see where your mind is working at. Then we can start taking out those things that are really cluttering up your space. We can take them off your list. So that's how you can do that.
Absolutely. Okay. So really, the brain dumping exercises, there are some specific things that you guys can do that you can do with Pamela to stop the procrastination. Here's the thing. You do need to work with her, because if you could do this by yourself, it'd be done. It would be done. Pamela says hi to Linda Johnson. So I guess Linda Johnson's watching. And Pamela says Brent says brain dumping, interesting. So yeah, I think brain dumping process is very, very interesting. Here's another pre-question. Again, if you have a question, go ahead and ask me in the regular feed. Um, a lot of people have a lot of ideas, but they need to get them organized. So how can you help people with all these gazillion ideas get organized?
Actually, that's really cool. I love that. And so the way I do that is actually I help you create a toolbox for you, a little portable toolbox. It's so simple. Write down every idea that you come in contact, that you think about. Then you put those ideas on a card and you're going to put them in a folder. Then after a week, we start putting them in numerical order of the importance of how to accomplish your ideas. So that is the easiest way. I actually have a client. She had went and bought her a coupon holder, went to the dollar store, bought her coupon holder, and started putting them in order that way, where she started doing what she can accomplish in 30 days, what she can accomplish in 60 days, what she can accomplish in 90 days, and then what can be going on later on down the line. So we have actually, it's called a brain mapping toolbox is what actually I call it for her. And that's what we do.
Right. Brent says, portable toolbox is cool. Manual works for me. That's for me. And that's one thing that is important. When we're talking about brain work, a lot of people are like, oh, I can do everything digitally. That is, I mean, I'm speaking from a physician's point of view. I am a physician. The brain-hand coordination, that's an important writing opportunity. And so everything can't be digital because you still have this brain connection to cursive writing that is very, very effective, that does not happen when you type on a digital keyboard. So while we do want to automate a lot of things, not everything can be automated. And you got to know the difference of when you're using automation to save time versus when you're doing something, how do we call this? Non-digital. When we're doing something that's not digital and why we're doing it. So when you're doing things, don't just do them because, oh, someone said do it. Know why you're doing it. If you're writing by hand, know why you're writing by hand. There's a reason why, and here's my moleskin right here for all my notes after this show. There's a reason why I write in this. And they do have a digital moleskin. You guys, you can get a digital moleskin, but guess what? It has a pen that you still write with. Anyway, know why you're doing something, and she's doing the neurological work that really helps you. And that's what she's talking about. So if I have any more questions, I know we have a little bit of a delay. If you're watching, we have some more questions. We're talking with Pamela Stone. She's talking about decluttering your mind for success. If this has been good to you, please go ahead and share this. Let people know you're watching, you found it interesting, and you found value. I'm just trying to bring some value. How do we get in touch with you, Pamela, if they want to go further and work with you? And I'm going to sip my water while you talk about that.
Perfect. Well, they can reach me in several ways. You can reach me again on Facebook. You can look me up by Pamela Stone, or you can pop in on the. I would love for you to come pop into the Declutter Your Life community. Be there, or you can email me at pamela@declutter.biz. And I will email you back within 24 hours. But I would love to hear from all of you out here, you listeners. I really would love to. This is my passion, and I'm here to help women, empower women.
Very good, very good. All right, thank you so much for joining me. This has been a quick, fast Facebook Live. Thank you for hanging out. I'm Dr. Letitia Wright. That was Pamela Stone. You've got all the information. Share this with your friends. Thank you, replay viewers, for watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Remember, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right. And I'll see you guys next time.